going on YouTube? My name is Ekuegan. Call me EK. Today's video, I'm going to be going over the Vanguard SMG called Prolonged Engagement. It is a kinetic stasis SMG. It has a lot of different perks in the perk pool. I tried a bunch of different roles, even suggestions from other people. As you can see here, this thing has like a million freaking perks in the tray slots, about 12 in each slot. So in terms of being optimal for this, you may want to level up Vanguard or reset Vanguard about 4 times, because then you'll have the highest chance of getting weapons with, like, you know, triple trace in the last 2 slots. Now when it comes down to it, the perk option is up to you depending on what kind of player you are. I'm looking at it here, and as soon as I look at this gun, I see a lot of different options, right? Some people like headstone because they want to make some shard build. That makes sense. You could probably go for like maybe like a headstone and I would say feed and frenzy or outlaw, whichever one you like more. In terms of crucible, once again, I do have a few myself. Perfect flow was actually a funky perk that I didn't mind. The reason why I say this is because perfect flow, being in combat for a moderate time, increases airborne effectiveness and reduces flinch. So you can be in a fight and then all of a sudden you want to jump and shoot at someone. Radar tuner, it doesn't really matter what's there. I just had it on. But having these two together is not a bad thing because you have Ricochet and Hammer Forge with range. Another one is having like Killing Wind and Rangefinder, or even Eye of the Storm. Once again, I do like Ricochet a lot. I do like Killing Wind with Rangefinder, or even Eye of the Storm. If you're one of the Eye of the Storm believers, definitely go for it. I know a lot of people love dynamic sway to reduction. That could be a thing that you can also use. And then depending on your input, you might want to go for stability, or you don't want to go for stability. You want to go for handling. Having the Vice Stinger perk is always nice because you may have a chance to reload your weapon. Now, in terms of PvE, a lot of people suggested 4th time and target lock. I tried it. I wasn't a huge fan. I'm going to be honest. Target lock is cool. Let's say you have a big target. Sure, target lock can kind of work if the Vice Stinger perks procs in, because even with 4th time the charm, if this mag is at 38, right, you're getting basically 9 extra shots, which will bring you up to 47, right? And those shots are free. Well, not 9 extra shots, because you get 2 per. So you're getting about, let's say, 18 extra shots, right? You're getting up to maybe like 56. It's okay. But it's an SMG. It's not really meant to be a DPS weapon, so I'm not a huge fan of it. Now, Feeding Frenzy multi-kill clip might be something that you want to put together. If you're one of those people that likes Surrounded, that might be a thing that you're going to go for as well. In terms of the first slot for traits, I think having Feeding Frenzy, 4th time, those 2 are pretty good in that slot, along with Subsistence. Now, the thing about Subsistence here that I'm not a huge fan of, I kind of speak about it because, you know, I tried it with Subsistence. I'd rather use 4th time than use Subsistence. The reason why I say Subsistence is because Subsistence is only 10% of your mag. So if your mag is 36, right, and you get a kill, you're going to get 4 shots in 1 kill. You know how many SMG shots is going to take you in order to just get those 4 shots back, right? It doesn't make any sense to me when you have something like the Vice Stinger perk that can basically automatically give you your whole mag back, right? Now, if you're hitting your precision shots, I still feel like 4 time would be a better thing to have. Now, in terms of frenzy on this gun, I also had a grenade launcher from the new dungeon that had frenzy on it, so it was a nice thing to pair together. So in terms of frenzy is one of those perks that I keep talking about that I like pairing with other weapons that have frenzy on it. So this one has auto-loading, blinding, and frenzy, right? So it's nice to have a pair weapon with it, because then I know that if I have frenzy up on my primary, my special is also going to have frenzy, especially if I'm using a blind grenade launcher, right? And then if I need to reload after blinding, I know that I would get that extra 50 reload, right, from frenzy. So going for frenzy on this is actually not bad with 4th time the charm. But my ultimate role that I ended up with was feeding and adagio, right? Now, magazine, when it comes to the mag, I would say flare mag wasn't too bad, right? That'd probably be like the first option, because you'll still have good reload, even if you don't have, like, you know, feeding frenzy at like a certain number. Subsistence, once again, I kind of spoke about why I don't want Subsistence on the gun. When it comes to my barrel, I would say Hammer Forge or maybe even Fluted might be the better thing here, but I ended up with Arrowhead Break, which kind of helps out with recoil, but I don't really need it much. But my handling is tidied up to about 88. I did get a handling masterwork as well. Now, what I like about Adagio is Adagio kind of makes this gun feel like a baby recluse. The reason why I say that is because Adagio, when you get a kill, that is 30%. So with Adagio, you defeat a target, right? It has 10 range and a 30% damage increase, okay? Now your rate of fire goes down. And to be honest with you, if this SMG go from 900 to 600, I still don't really feel the fire rate difference. For me, with this SMG, I never felt the fire rate difference. Now, someone did say that there's a bug in the game right now where Adagio is not penalizing you for proccing it, right? If that's the case, oh well, use it. Get those kills in until Bungie decides to fix it. But I still don't think going from a 900 to a 600 makes that huge of a difference. And getting that 30% extra damage is actually really nice, especially if you kill one thing and you kill the next thing, it just keeps re-procking it. So I'm going to go through this lost sector real quick using this gun just to kind of show how it feels. So if I kill one thing, Adagio is procced, right? And I have about, 6 seconds to proc it again. And as you can see, this thing shreds, which allows you to get to Feed and Frenzy ×5 a lot quicker. Now, it is nice to kind of have this pair together. But once again, if you have 4 times the charm and you're hitting your shots too while you have Adagio proc, right, you're probably going to be doing really well, especially if you pair it with Flare Magwell. But this thing, I mean, I brought it into like Nightfalls and stuff, and it was actually doing really well. As soon as I got that 1 kill off, if that enemy was really weak, I was able to clean up on minor ads. An SMG is not really made for you to kill majors and bosses, but it is something nice to have for ad clear. So you can see here, with this roll, I can kind of just steamroll through things. And then if the Vice Stinger perk procs, you don't have to worry about reload at all. Yeah. If you're out there and you're wondering what I want on this weapon, this is what I settled for it, and I do like it. If you're trying to farm for this, once again, I recommend doing your resets for Vanguard. If you reset Vanguard once, right, you get stuff like this. The gun starts out with only 2 perks on it, right? When you reset Vanguard once, it unlocks a 3rd area, meaning you're either going to get a 2-1 or 1-2. You reset it twice, you're going to have a chance to get a weapon that has 2 and 2, right? Or 3 and 1, or 1 and 3. So the numbers goes up. So each reset adds 1 number to it, right? So if I reset once, that means I get 3 perks. If I reset twice, right, you add the 2 to the original 2, you get 4 perks. You reset 3 times, you get 5. You reset 4 times, you get a chance to have 6 options. And that's why you see that some of these guns that I have, right, have more options on it. It's because I reset Vanguard a bunch of times. You can see here, like, you basically get a full chance to test this out. This roll I haven't played with yet, but I'm definitely gonna check out the 4th time in Adagio as well when I get the chance to. So I have been storing these in the vault and I've been testing them out. Like if I had my roll, so it's either gonna be Fluted Hammer Forge, Flare Magwell, or Ricochet. Pair that with Feeding and Adagio, and that is it. That is the roll that I want on this. Thank you very much for watching this. If you have any comments or if you feel like there's a role that you like, definitely leave it in the comment section. We do have a D2 discussion room where we kind of talk about different things. The Discord is discord.gg/EKUEGAN if you want to join in on that discussion. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you want all notifications on for this channel, when you click on that tab, make sure you click on all instead of personalized. Well, that's about it. See you on the next one. Deuces.